Okay, so tonight we're going to be hearing from all the ladies who attended Summit. So whatever you guys want to share, feel free, whether it was takeaways, whether it was announcements, whether it was something that really impacted you in your business, like we would love to hear it. I know for me, Summit always I know that you could hear all these speakers and you hear and you get together with the team and that's always amazing, but there's always something whether someone said something or whether it was a speaker that really spoke to me, I always bring it back to my business. So I would love to hear that from you guys, but I'm just going to make Catherine host and then, yeah, you guys can take it away.
Okay, so we made a little presentation to recap Summit. Unfortunately, Emily could not make it because she wasn't feeling well, but we still have her slides and are getting everything that she took away from Summit. So we'll share it today. So to start it off, this was something that Emily did in the group chat and we found that it worked really well, but just asking ourselves, what is one word that stuck out after leaving Summit or a theme that really stood out to us? So all the ladies kind of said different things, but some of the words that came out were unapologetic, confident, simple, aligned, honor the struggle, belonging, and value.
Um, oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I haven't not presented on Zoom in a while and I can't see anybody and it's so weird. And also this is Emily's slide, not my slide. I wasn't even gonna make this call, but I got here in time. Anyway, but yeah, so something that we specifically for myself as well, being the first summit ever that I attended, it just reignited my passion for this team, for this business. One of the major reasons why I'm so consistent and why I haven't given up, not necessarily the most successful person in the business at the moment. I am struggling a little bit. I'll put that right out there. But being able to be with the ladies for Summit and get together and reconnect and build each other up and support each other, and just our group in general is really good at reaching out with each other and offering help where you need it. So this was a really major thing for me that I took away in Summit, was just that the team energy's always got to be high. I love our check-in posts when we send carts and we're cheering each other on. So really just focusing in on that, whatever your niche is, whatever is working for you, keep rolling with that and lean onto those people that has things working for them, and that is um, giving them success and just sharing that with everybody. So I really think that having the strong team and leaderships and partnerships are really what is making me stay as consistent as I can in this business.
So one major takeaway that I took was each of the coaches that came, partners, sorry, shared their story. The way that they kind of framed their story was before body and where they're at now, and just showing what it's done for their life and what they've gone through. And I think a major theme of the top partners and those that are seeing success in this business is that they honor their struggle and they're honest about it. And they were open to growing and open to change. And that's how body helped them. And that's how personal development helped them. And that's how nutrition helped them. All those things, they were open to that change. And I know for me, whenever I'm trying to share about my group or anything, I want to show the value of this community and what it's done for me. And I know that when I was at the beginning of my journey, I was always looking for something that would help me. I couldn't find anything that I felt like I'd be consistent with. I couldn't find anything that would help me actually be the person and have the body that I wanted. And body is what gave that to me and also gave that community. So for me, that was my biggest takeaway. What I felt like similar to. I think it's just honoring like your story and how body has changed your life and how you've grown throughout this life, and sharing that on your social media, because I think that's like what people will relate to most. They don't want to see like everyone looking perfect, and just seeing like a little glimpse of their life. The things that they can relate to the most and actually see themselves in you is what is going to get them to want to join you and be a part of your community. And I think that's also like, those are the people you want to help. You want to help people that have been through a similar situation, because you're the most qualified to help someone that's in a situation you used to be in, right? So that was something that I took away from Summit.
Okay, so I had quite a few takeaways and like aha moments throughout the whole. I mean, it was 2 days this time. It seemed like longer, but it was jam-packed 2 days. The biggest thing was that getting back to simple. Get somebody started on a program, help them get through that, share it, and all of that sort of thing. And then I am going to talk about this one in a second, but Michael Folsom did a presentation on, I think she was at like the general set or the sessions that we had. And if you have a virtual ticket, make sure you watch her presentation, because she talked about building your body business for your life. Not about just hitting rank advancements and Success Club and doing all of these things, but to tie those things and recognition back to your life. And how is earning, $100 a week going to help your life? How is hitting Diamond or hitting Success Club every month, how is that going to build the life that you want to live? Not just so you can say that you're a Diamond coach, or that you hit Success Club, or that all of those different things that anybody outside of the body world doesn't necessarily know what they mean. But they will know if you're showing up and taking your kids on vacation, showing your groceries that you bought that week with your body income, or being able to pay it forward and donate money to different charities, that sort of thing. People are going to see that and resonate with that more than just the sharing all of the accolades, which are awesome, by the way, as well, but not all of the things. One of the presentations that they did was this. We wanted to share a couple of tactical things with you, is 3 simple shifts to make in your business. If you had the virtual ticket, this one was in the general session, I believe, after Brendan, I believe. So it was shift 1 is that you need to share the business to grow the business. You can share your transformations and you can share about boot camps, and that's going to attract boot camp people. If you sprinkle in the business and how this business has helped change your life, whether it be being able to go to the grocery store and not having to worry about how much groceries cost this week, or being able to go to the gas station and fill your car up without having to worry and stop it at $50 instead of filling it all the way up. Share those simple little things to grow your business. People don't want to see the 6-figure earners because they don't think that they can do that. But if you're sharing that you are earning whatever you may be, if you earn $20 this week, share that you earned $20 this week, because that's a big deal. And $100 extra a month could mean so much to somebody, and you have no idea, especially right now. So share the business all the time. Number 2, flip the script. And Brittany, if like a month ago or so, Brittany Higlo did a really good call about this one, and the flipping the script and changing those limiting beliefs that we may be telling ourselves and those stories that we think are true in our head and that we need to change those around. People have been successful and continue to be successful in this in this industry and in this business. We've seen it. We see it all the time. If they can do it, so can you. You just need to get out of your own way and flip that script around. And then shift number 3 was creating a human connection. This is a big one that I think we lack a lot of, especially coming out of the pandemic and people were in their house for so long and they're just getting back to life, and that we don't have that human connection with people anymore. So even just messaging somebody and commenting on them or checking in to see if how their day is going without thinking about anything, and checking in with your challengers and create that community in there, but create that human connection. It goes back to the team culture stuff as well, because we're all in this together. We're all humans and everybody wants to feel loved and appreciated and welcome in any community. So that's definitely 3 things that you can do tonight. You can do some of these before you go to bed after you get off this call. And that's one big thing that I took away.
So this was also one of Emily's slides, so bear with me. But reframing limiting beliefs. So our words and thoughts hold power. So let's flip the script on how we talk about our business. And I guess Emily wanted us to share one limiting belief in the comments or unmute as a team, and we'll help you flip the script. So for those not on the call and watching the recording in the chat, we're saying example, no one wants to join me. Katie said, if I don't make money each week, I can't share this business. I don't have success, so how could I help others see success? Never having enough time. I'm not making money right now, so I can't promote the business. Common theme. I've never signed up a coach, so I never will. I can't lead people to run this business. I think when you're looking at it, like, I'm not making money from this business right now, so I can't promote people. Like, other people are seeing success, so I should share it type thing. Also saying no one wants to join me, like, you wanted to join, so why would no one else want to join you? Anyone else want to help flip scripts?
I would just say I won't know how to lead people if they join me. You're not alone. I'll just shout out, like, almost 10 of us partners were struggling a little bit with engaging in our communities because we find that like, if there's only a few people that engage, other people are afraid of engaging as well. So like I mentioned before, right in the beginning of our presentation, we all reached out to other partners that were feeling the same and were having the same struggle. And now we've got a group of 15 girls, adding even those, like, the couple of people that were engaging, and then getting more content and more action in our group. So we've got like over 50 people in a group, and whatever, if it's 10 partners, then at least those other people that were signing up, they're going to see a lot of action. They're going to see a lot of energy and fire and passion, and hopefully that's going to be a great indicator for that these groups really work. And so leaning on others, leaning on your other partners, and just working as a team, like, you're never alone.
I want to help flip Leslie's script about how she's never signed up a coach, so she never will. Like you never like stayed consistent in your routines, so you did that. So it's just because you haven't done it before doesn't mean that you can't do it in the future as well. And that person is out there like waiting for you to ask them to join. So when you do ask the people, they will join you.
Sorry, I had to find my unmute button. So this really came, so like back to the basics. This really came from like Carl when he was talking. He really hit home in saying, we have an incredible platform, but it can be overwhelming. And that like really hit me. I was like, yes, our platform is overwhelming, especially with the amount of different programs, and then add in like our super blocks, and then also add on top of that like our individual workouts. Like it's just crazy. And then people don't like know where to start. So he really put it back to like the old days, like the DVD days. You used to buy one product, one program, and then you would continuously do that program over and over and over again, because that's what you had, unless you wanted to spend another like 200 and some odd dollars on something else. So just like taking back like how you like promote and how you talk about it, instead of being like, here's your product, here's your program, or here's your product, here's like our like website, take a peek, see what interests you. It's like he was really talking about, okay, here's the product that we're going to do. So say it's Shakeology. Then we get into recipes of like, let's figure out the best way that you specifically like this product. And that's what you're going to do every day. And you can start with just that product, or you can start with that product and then you're like, let's do, I don't know, like 21-day fix. Let's do that. Let's do that for 21 days. And then we'll move forward, or we'll repeat it. So instead of making it like this big thing of like, we have so much to offer, going back to that like one product, one program, let's finish that through, was really like a hit for me. And I was like, okay, we can do that. And in that session, he also talked about how with our monthly subscriptions, so you can do like your product, and then you can purchase like Body Lava, and then they can upgrade their subscription after that. That's also a really good way to get people motivated and in, is they get just that one program, so it's not overwhelming. They finish that one program, realize they love it, and then they can move forward if they want to upgrade their subscription to the full subscription for the year. And just like making things, like Rachel said, like really simple, like simplify everything. So that's what I took away from that.
Okay. So the one thing that Emily and I were talking about was connecting with 60 people or 30, depending on your Instagram followers. But basically what they want us to do is react to basically replying to like Facebook stories and Instagram stories, but then also think about those people that are just making posts on social media. So we tend to connect with everybody through like their stories, but when there's a large amount of people, even before I started, I never made an Instagram story. It was just something I didn't know how to do. I only made posts, and that's what I felt comfortable with. And it was really nice when people would comment on those, just because it was kind of more personal than just like sliding through, hearting as you go, not even actually looking at the pictures or reading them. So if you actually make a comment on those Facebook posts, you might actually get more people engaging and looking at your stories and your posts as well, to get like kind of more follow-ups. And then, yeah, just the connect with 60 or 30 is just depending on if you have like a huge amount of followers, then yeah, obviously connect with more people. But if you're starting low like me, when I started like 180 people, it's hard to connect with 60 people a day. So yeah, just engage your numbers and set them according to your followers. Yeah.
Oh, it's me. Okay. So this was, I think, something that all of us girls, when we were listening to the presentation, we were like, whoa, okay, this was, all of us were talking about it afterwards because we never saw it in this view before. But it's a Bora Bora water analogy. So when you're thinking of your vision and where you want your business or anything, whatever goals, visions you want, when you are swimming in water, most people like water that they can see the bottom. I don't know about if that's for everybody, but a lot of people that I've talked to, and including myself, feel much more comfortable swimming in water where you can see the bottom. So a lot of people say Bora Bora, for example, has waters that are blue, they're crystal, they're clear, clean, versus maybe a lake that's maybe murky, dark, can't see the bottom, you're not sure what's gonna snatch your foot. And so it's a little bit intimidating and it's scary to get in that water. So you have to put your vision and your goals in the sense that they're clear, they're defined, you can see the bottom. So that's something that really stood out to us girls when we were listening, was that when you're making your vision and making your goals, are they clear like Bora Bora, oh my heavens, Bora Bora water, or are they murky like lake water? And so when you're wondering why you can't reach your goals or reach your dreams or whatever you're trying to do that month, well, what does your actual goal look like? What kind of water are you looking at? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense.
I can take this one if you guys want. So there were several announcements at Summit. I'm sure you saw that Shauna posted them on the team page. But some of those were the Belle Vitale program, which is the hormonal health program that Autumn has created that comes out in December. And then in, oh my gosh, I can't think of words today. Going together with that, there will be a Pilates program where you get to use the door track, like the one at 9 Week Control Freak, and do Pilates like with a reformer at home, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be really good. So in Canada, you'll be able to do the Pilates program as of December 10th, but the hormonal health products won't be available, I think, until spring, if not mid next year. But that's to get that's something you're struggling with. Another was the Shakeology Zero Added Sugar. It just launched in the US last week. And then I think also same situation, it'll be coming to Canada in 2025. I'm not sure when. We actually got to try it at the Shake and Hustle bar, and it honestly didn't have like that much of a different taste. It's a bit creamier, surprisingly. So it's a bit different. The sweetness is about the same, but I think everyone's taste buds are different. So everyone will taste it a bit differently, but it's super exciting. Shakeology Peppermint Mocha is back, which is super exciting. I know I love making recipes with it, like little mug cakes and stuff. They slap. So that's another thing to get excited about. And then they'll also be doing trial packages of Shakeology so that someone can try it out for like a 14-day time frame, which is perfect because I think then people will see the benefits of it and get to decide if it's is committing like a 30-day package. Did you say trials? There's trials of Energize as well, Rachel? Or you want that?
Yeah, no, there is. I don't know what the price is, but there is trials of, so it's 14 days of Shakeology, and I want to say it's 14 of Energize. It may be 20. I'm not 100% sure. It is on the partner app though. And there's like a nice graphic to go with it as well. Shipping probably isn't fantastic to Canada. So I would also give people all of the options because it may be cheaper for them to get a full like a full bag of Shakeology or a full box of Energize as opposed to the samples, but people don't like to commit for a full one either. So it's a nice option. And I did drop in, if you go to the website for Belle Vital, she is sending out like weekly updates and like different things leading up to the December 10th date. I've signed up myself. You just go and put your email address in there and they just send out weekly different things about hormone health and that sort of thing. So you can get yourself ready. I know myself, I'm going to do gut health or gut protocol again in December so that I can lead into and be ready for the hormone one when it comes to Canada. It's our FDA that's holding up the supplements that we need, and they're not releasing the program to Canada until we can have those supplements. We asked questions.
And I think the other thing there is that Summit is in Anaheim next year in July, which is super exciting. I hope you all got your ticket because it's the cheapest price right now. So better to snag a deal. And that's our presentation. Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question. I'm just really curious about how the super workout was because it was inside these days. So you guys should let me know how that was because I'm interested.
All the jumping jacks. It was good. Jericho was there, which was a really nice surprise. The only one I really missed was Shanti, but he had other things going on. But yes, all the jumping jacks. That's all it was on concrete floor. Katie and I were like dying beside each other.
It was definitely nice not to have to be out in the heat, that's for sure. However, this year, I mean, being in June, it was a little bit earlier. We had a tropical storm right before we left. So I think us ladies thought that, well, I didn't go last year, but I heard how deathly the heat was last year. So it definitely was cooler this year. So it was nice to at least be in air conditioning. I mean, the space that we were in was massive. Like there was tons of space at the back. But I think I would have preferred it being outside. I feel like it probably felt more fun outside. Again, I wasn't there last year, but it just looked like a different kind of energy outside than it was inside, especially being like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. But it was nice to have like at least we had ample space to videotape and fail at our jumping jacks, so that was good. And then yeah, having all of the super trainers do like at least 10 minutes, that was good. I definitely I wish they would have implemented the individual workouts from the super trainers as well, because we only had the one.
I also really liked it, just to add to that. It was really fun, but I do have to say the outdoor workouts do hit different. Like it was nice getting up at like 5 a.m., which you kind of want to die, but then you get there and you're like, this energy, like doesn't matter how tired you are or hungover you are, like you're going to do that workout, you're going to try your best, it's going to be super fun. And when your favorite trainer comes out, like it gets so exciting. Like when I'm workout, even if you're doing the little kick throughs and they're really hard, you still push through and you have fun with it. So it was still a really enjoyable time. Kira, did you want to add to that?
Not really, but I can. So usually Body is really good at like inclusivity and like ensuring that there is something for everyone. And this year, they wouldn't let anyone under the age of 18 in, which is mind boggling to me. So there were like, I don't know, 20 plus moms standing outside with like littles who don't move, who were just like sitting on the ground. So we did not get to join the workout, which sucked. And they just said it was for safety. There wasn't a lot of communication around that. So hopefully next year, for those who have littles, they used to have mom rooms. So like if you were like had littles or whatever, like you could go in and do like a workout with like Autumn or Elise or whatever, and they would take you through like prenatal programs and stuff. So that was something that was like really like a bummer and kind of crappy.
I don't have questions, but like I love how you guys talked about sharing the biz to grow your business. I find I've kind of like stepped back from that. Why? I don't know. But even like for the trips now, like they're giving you bonus points for signing up partners. So I don't know if you guys have like looked into that, but like I want to make sure that I'm taking advantage of that for the trip points. And I've been talking a lot about affiliate again, because I again stopped talking about that, and so many people are interested in the affiliate side of things, whereas they're just sharing links and like you can sign them up as a partner, and that gives you the benefit, it gives them the benefit, and then maybe eventually they'll want to grow their business too. So that's something I've been trying and making sure, like I think I forget who shared it, but how you talked about like sharing the business with all of your customers when they're signing up. So giving them the option to either sign up as a partner or sign up as a customer. I used to sign up everyone as partners and I stopped doing that. So I started making sure I was doing that in June and just giving them the option and going over like, you know, the benefits of signing up as a partner. And it helped, and it allowed me to sign up 2 new partners. So like, don't be afraid to, you know, offer that to someone. I know a lot of the time people are like, well, I don't want to like them to run away or like ghost me. Which is why I stopped, because I was like afraid of losing them. But again, you just never know. So that's something I've been trying.
I think just to piggyback off that, Shauna, I just want to like reinstill that you never know. And this is something that I have to constantly remind myself. You don't know their answer until you ask it. Like you cannot sit there and assume that they're going to say no or they don't want it. Literally ask every freaking Joe Schmo in the world, because you don't know until they give you their own answer. Like that is what something I'm always like, oh, they probably don't need it. They look like they're in the gym already. Like she looks like she's got a routine, but you really don't know. Like, especially even from myself, like when Shauna Ross signed me up, I was in the gym 5 days a week, but it doesn't mean it was working for me. Like it was extremely boring going to the gym. So signing up and having like a program that I could take to the gym, like that was something that brought me in, because now I wasn't going to hurt myself. I had a program, I was following it. So yeah, don't assume anything.
Actually, there's one thing I wanted to mention, because a lot of people I find do say like they can't afford it or whatnot. And I have found that a lot of work benefits actually give you money for fitness and health. So if they can't afford it, suggest that they look into their work benefits, because they might be able to sign up, submit the receipt, and get a full refund. So I've been mentioning that to quite a bit of people when I talk to them. Yeah.
Thank you guys for putting this together and sharing your takeaways and, you know, all the value that you guys came back with. So appreciate it. But I also wanted to like, I'm going to post in the team page and just like ask for feedback on like what you guys want team wise for July. My brain is like not really working right now, so I'd love some help. Just to see like how you guys want to go about, you know, the team page, and like if you guys liked us going live in there, if you liked kind of how it was going in May, like kind of how we had the team page going then. but otherwise, thank you guys so much for sharing that tonight. And it was super helpful for me. So I will post the recording in the team page.
Can I share something too, Shauna, before we leave? In Brendan's call, video that we listened to last week and from Summit, he talked about gathering. And he made a big point about that he has all of these people in his corner, like Mel Robbins and Jay Shetty and Trent Shelton and all of these people, and they just get together around a table and they sit and chat about what's working, what's not working. So I reached out to Shauna and I said, I think we need to do that on our team. So I don't know what day for sure. I'm going to set it as a set date, but next Monday night, instead of call, we're going to get together and we're just going to talk. Everybody's going to talk. Come as you are, no judgment at all. You can share what's working for you, what's not working for you, what your goals are, what you might be struggling with or need some assistance with, or just a different perspective on. I think we need that a lot, right? Outside, most of the people in our lives that we talk to, aside from our team of people, have no idea what these goals are that we set for ourselves and these big visions that we have and how we can overcome some of those limiting beliefs. So I think that we need to get back to that. So we're going to do the first one next week. I will post a graphic with the time and the link. And then we'll try to set it up for once a month, either at the beginning or the end of the month. I know summer is busy, so that it might be a little bit different, but in the fall, we'll get into it on a steady basis so that we can all kind of get together and just chat and be together a little bit in your pajamas if you want, or anything at all, and just kind of share and be vulnerable and be open with each other.
Love that. Thank you. Okay, I will end the call. And thanks again, Rachel. I love that idea. I think that's great. So totally agree. Have a good night, guys.